Deep in Utah's Uinta Basin lies one of the most perplexing and mysterious locations on Earth, Skinwalker Ranch. For decades, this 512-acre stretch of land has been a magnet for strange phenomena: UFO sightings, cattle mutilations, glowing orbs, radiation spikes, and inexplicable electromagnetic disturbances. The History Channel's The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch Season 1 takes this mystery to the screen, bringing together scientists, engineers, and security experts in a daring attempt to uncover the truth about what lies beneath the ground. The central question driving their work is both simple and profound: what is hiding underground, and why does the ranch react so violently when anyone tries to investigate it? From the very first episode, the series establishes an atmosphere of scientific intrigue wrapped in supernatural dread. Brandon Fugal, the current owner of the ranch, assembles a team of professionals led by astrophysicist Drive Travis Taylor. Alongside Taylor are security chief Bryant Dragon Arnold, ranch manager Thomas Winterton, and several specialists equipped with the latest in geological, electromagnetic, and atmospheric detection technology. Their mission is to collect hard evidence to explain the countless reports of unusual activity. But as they soon learn, every attempt to probe the ranch seems to trigger unpredictable, and sometimes dangerous, reactions. One of the earliest moments that defines the season occurs when Winterton suffers a sudden, severe swelling on his scalp after digging near Homestead 2, one of the most active areas on the property. This medical emergency is eerily reminiscent of previous reports from past investigators who also experienced health problems after disturbing the soil. From that moment on, digging becomes more than a research task, it becomes a potential act of provocation. The team begins to wonder if there is something beneath the ranch that doesn't want to be found. To investigate safely, the scientists employ non-invasive methods such as ground-penetrating radar, GPR magnetometers, and drone surveillance. The data they collect suggests that there is an anomalous metallic object or structure buried approximately 30 feet below the surface. The radar images reveal unusual geometric shapes, straight edges and dome-like curves that don't fit the profile of natural rock formations. These discoveries fuel speculation that something artificial may lie hidden underground. Yet, whenever they attempt to take a closer look or dig even slightly, instruments malfunction, batteries drain, and mysterious lights appear in the sky. It's as though the ranch itself responds defensively to intrusion. The area known as the Triangle becomes the focal point of the investigation. It's a patch of land where GPS coordinates distort, radio frequencies spike, and drones behave erratically. During one test flight, a drone unexpectedly loses contact, crashing to the ground without explanation. In another instance, a high-altitude balloon launched over the Triangle records strange readings that seem to form an invisible column of energy reaching thousands of feet into the sky. Dr. Taylor theorizes that this could be a plasma field, a focused electromagnetic column, or possibly evidence of a hidden structure below ground acting as an antenna or energy source. Whatever it is, the phenomena are measurable, but not explainable. As the season unfolds, the team observes patterns that suggest intelligent behavior behind these anomalies. During a rocket experiment designed to test the atmosphere above the ranch, a glowing object suddenly appears and seems to follow the trajectory of the rocket before vanishing. Video footage and radar confirm that the object was real, not an equipment glitch. The crew is stunned. Each scientific test intended to expose the truth instead seems to summon new layers of mystery. Even Drive Taylor, the most skeptical member of the team, begins to admit that the data points to something that defies conventional science. Alongside the experiments, the show delves into the cultural and historical background of Skinwalker Ranch. The land's name comes from Navajo legend, where a skinwalker is described as a shape-shifting witch or spirit capable of transforming into animals and moving between worlds. The neighboring Ute tribe considers the ranch a cursed place, warning that it lies in the path of the skinwalker. While the scientific team does not directly invoke spiritual explanations, the series respects this indigenous perspective, acknowledging that ancient traditions often hold symbolic truths about places of power and danger. The fusion of folklore and physics gives the series a unique tension. Every modern instrument might measure something real, but those readings may also echo centuries-old legends of the supernatural. Radiation spikes add another layer of fear and fascination. At certain times, instruments detect dangerous bursts of gamma radiation that appear and vanish within seconds. Some of the crew experience dizziness, headaches, and even burns without clear sources. These radiation events seem connected to the underground anomaly, strengthening the theory that something buried might be emitting or channeling unknown forms of energy. Yet, despite the hazards, the team presses on, driven by curiosity and the sense that they are standing on the edge of a profound discovery. By the final episodes, the investigators gather enough data to support several possible explanations, though none are conclusive. One theory suggests that a buried metallic structure, perhaps a remnant of Cold War experiments or a crashed craft, could be interacting with electromagnetic energy. Another proposes that the ranch sits atop a natural geophysical anomaly, perhaps a convergence of magnetic or gravitational forces that warp space-time itself. The most daring hypothesis hints at a portal phenomenon, where energy fields could allow for temporary openings between dimensions. The evidence is both exciting and frustrating, measurable, repeatable in some cases, yet still impossible to categorize. What makes The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch stand out from other paranormal shows is its commitment to scientific process. The team uses empirical data, cautious interpretation, and peer review rather than sensational claims. Even when confronted with footage of glowing orbs or sudden radiation spikes, they resist labeling these as proof of extraterrestrial activity. Instead, they focus on what can be verified. Their humility in the face of the unknown makes the show not just a ghost story or UFO hunt, but a serious investigation into the limits of human understanding. Season 1 closes with an unsettling conclusion: whatever is beneath the ground at Skinwalker Ranch is still there, still active, and still beyond explanation. The team has confirmed the presence of an underground anomaly, documented strange energy readings, and witnessed aerial phenomena that appear intelligently controlled. But they have also learned that every attempt to expose the truth carries consequences. The ranch is not merely a place, it behaves like a living system, one that watches, reacts, and perhaps even protects its secrets. Ultimately, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch asks viewers to reconsider the boundaries between science and mystery. Beneath the Utah soil may lie technology, geology, or forces that defy our understanding of physics. Or perhaps the answer is something even more elusive, a reminder that the universe still holds corners of wonder that cannot yet be measured or explained. What's hiding underground is not only a mystery of metal and magnetism, but a reflection of humanity's eternal drive to seek the unknown, no matter how deep it's buried. Hidden in Utah's desolate Uinta Basin lies Skinwalker Ranch, a place where myth, mystery, and science collide. For decades, it has stood as one of America's most enigmatic landscapes, a location synonymous with UFO sightings, mutilated cattle, glowing orbs, and unexplained electromagnetic activity. When the History Channel launched The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch in 2020, it invited viewers to witness a rare experiment. A scientific team granted unprecedented access to investigate the ranch's mysteries and uncover what might be hidden beneath the ground. At the center of this first season is Brandon Fugal, the property's owner and a tech entrepreneur who claims to seek truth through evidence, not folklore. He assembles a skilled team led by Dr. Travis Taylor, an astrophysicist and aerospace engineer. Joining Taylor are Bryant Dragon Arnold, security chief Thomas Winterton, ranch manager, and other experts in physics, geology, and engineering. Their mission: to use cutting-edge tools to detect what physical or energetic anomalies exist beneath the ranch, and to do so without triggering the unexplained dangers the land is infamous for. The early episodes immediately blur the line between rational science and supernatural threat. Strange readings appear on their instruments even before any digging begins. Ground-penetrating radar (GPR) reveals reflective surfaces and unnatural geometric patterns roughly 30 feet below the surface. Some images show dome-like or metallic shapes, structures inconsistent with the surrounding geology. These findings suggest that something man-made or extraterrestrial might be buried underground. However, as the team attempts to dig, they discover that disturbing the soil comes at a price. Winterton, one of the most seasoned members of the team, becomes the first victim of the ranch's mysterious force. After a simple excavation near Homestead 2, he suddenly suffers severe scalp swelling and headaches, forcing him to seek medical attention. His injury mirrors prior accounts of people falling ill after disturbing the earth at the ranch. These events make the crew cautious, yet more intrigued. Could the ground itself be harboring not just buried material, but a source of radiation or energy? To test this, the team deploys an array of high-tech equipment: drones, magnetometers, radiation detectors, and weather balloons. The results are startling. They measure fluctuating gamma radiation spikes and detect electromagnetic interference at levels that cause equipment failure. Their drone footage even reveals that the interference forms in patterns, most notably above an area dubbed the Triangle. GPS devices distort, compasses spin erratically, and aircraft instruments go haywire when they pass over this patch of land. When they launch rockets through the triangle's airspace, strange things occur. Objects of light appear on camera, darting across the sky in intelligent ways. One even seems to follow a rocket before disappearing into thin air. These moments leave Drive, Taylor and his team grappling with possibilities beyond their instruments' reach. They begin to wonder if the anomalies underground are connected to the aerial phenomena above, as if something beneath the soil is interacting with the atmosphere or responding to human activity. Each experiment yields more questions than answers, and each discovery deepens the sense that they are being watched by something unseen. As part 1 of the investigation closes, the team is left with fragments of evidence. Electromagnetic distortions, radiation surges, and radar scans hinting at an underground object. Yet the closer they get to understanding the anomaly, the more the ranch pushes back. The land seems alive, reactive, and intelligent. Whatever lies beneath Skinwalker Ranch, it doesn't simply exist, it responds. Part 2, Science, Spirit, and the Limits of the Unknown. In the second half of Season 1, the secret of Skinwalker Ranch shifts from observation to confrontation. The team realizes that their instruments may not only be detecting phenomena, they may be provoking it. Every time they dig, launch, or measure, something new manifests: glowing orbs in the sky, spikes in radiation, or strange noises echoing from underground. The ranch feels like a system of energy waiting to react. At the heart of this mystery lies a deeper cultural and historical context. Long before Fugal's ownership, the ranch was feared by the Ute tribe, who believed it to be cursed. They spoke of skinwalkers, shape-shifting entities from Navajo legend capable of moving between physical and spiritual worlds. While Drive, Taylor and his team remain focused on scientific explanations, they do not dismiss these stories outright. The folklore of the region, they realize, may contain clues to the strange energies they are encountering. Myth and science, often seen as opposites, start to intertwine, each offering a lens through which to understand the inexplicable. As the experiments continue, the scientific data becomes more alarming. The team measures bursts of ionizing radiation and fluctuating magnetic fields near the suspected underground anomaly. These readings sometimes coincide with moments of physical discomfort among crew members, nausea, headaches, or burns. Equipment malfunctions multiply. Even more unsettling are the repeated sightings of fast-moving lights and shadowy figures, captured on infrared cameras. Dr. Taylor, once skeptical, begins to consider that the phenomena might represent technology or intelligence that interacts with human behavior. By the final episodes, the team gathers enough data to propose several competing theories. One suggests that a metallic or energy-emitting structure could be buried beneath the triangle, perhaps remnants of a secret government project or an ancient, unknown technology. Another posits that the ranch may sit atop a natural geophysical anomaly, a place where magnetic fields, seismic forces, or cosmic radiation converge in rare combinations. The most speculative theory, though not dismissed, is that Skinwalker Ranch acts as a portal or interdimensional gateway, linking physical space to another form of reality. The intrigue lies not in the answers but in the contradictions. Each time the team gathers evidence, it both supports and challenges their assumptions. Measurable data exists, yet no known physics can fully explain it. The scientific process collides with mystery, forcing the investigators to confront the limits of human knowledge. Skinwalker Ranch becomes less a location and more a metaphor, a frontier where the known and unknown collide, where technology meets myth, and where curiosity meets consequence. As Season 1 concludes, Brandon Fugal and Dr. Taylor acknowledge that they have only scratched the surface. They've identified measurable anomalies, radiation bursts, magnetic distortions, and possible underground structures, but the full nature of the phenomena remains hidden. The ranch seems to guard its secrets as fiercely as ever. It is as if the Earth itself holds memory, energy, and intelligence beyond comprehension. What's hiding beneath underground remains an open question, one that Season 1 does not resolve but rather deepens. Beneath Skinwalker Ranch may lie advanced technology, geological mystery, or something entirely beyond human understanding. Yet perhaps the most profound discovery is not what lies under the soil, but within the pursuit itself, the relentless human drive to uncover, to question, and to believe that there is always more to the world than meets the eye.